So Ted Mann's next. Ted sent me this really nice intro, which I do not have time to read. So he's got a very cool coupon app, and he's a pen guy, and he's going to talk about his wife and what the app. And we'll find out whether it was inspiration or fear, I guess.
All right, so I'm going to talk about coupons specifically. Powerful staple of our retail economy, $500 billion worth of coupons issued last year. 80% of consumers in the US use one every single week. They are also a royal pain in the ass, especially to remember to bring to the store. Who hasn't had this experience, right? Forgetting the Bed Bath & Beyond coupon when you get in. In fact, 84% of all consumers forget their coupons to bring them to the store. It's a common problem, and it's not it's not a problem that I'm immune to. As a father with 2 young kids, I need coupons now more than ever. I need them for $8 off offers. And yet, for the life of me, I cannot remember bringing these things to the store. I'm a terrible couponer. I always have. This drives my wife crazy. She gets so upset every time. And so upset so much that we've actually had fights about this. And I've ended up on the couch. It seems ridiculous to think that like an $8 off coupon would end up spiraling into some kind of fight like that, but as every married couple knows, it happens. And so one night, also kind of like I began to think about this bowl of coupons that are going there. I call it the bowl of shame. Because you feel so guilty of all the coupons that are going there expired. This is where coupons go to die. There's got to be a better way, right? And it's not just me, right? Every American right now is leaving over $1,500 on the table with brand coupons, just one, manufacturer coupons. These are all the coupons that go on it that go unused. And in fact, it's probably 3 times as much if you factor in retail coupons. In other words, less than 1% of all coupons that get distributed convert into actual sales. So it's a problem for retailers and manufacturers too. And speaking of inefficiency, go back to that Coca-Cola coupon. Right? So these are now referred to in industry parlance as manufacturer coupons, right? And when you bring this into a grocery store or convenience store, how do those stores get paid back for those coupons? Believe it or not, they package them all up and they ship them to these facilities called clearing houses down in Mexico, Texas, right, where they get weighed and hand counted. It's the most ridiculous, archaic system. So, going back to the bowl of shame for a second, I began to think, what if there was a better way? Now, I can't remember to bring these coupons with me to the store, but I always have my phone. What if I took a photograph of that coupon and brought it with me to the store? Would that work? Could I show that to the cashier, and would they take it? So I began doing it. I began photographing all the coupons I got. I went into Target and Babies R Us and said, hey, can you scan this? And they're like, oh, can you pinch and zoom in as a barcode? So I did that, and they scanned it. Boop. It worked like a charm. And they said, actually, this happens all the time. People bring these in every day. So pretty soon, my entire camera roll is filled. And actually, against the crowd, I like my baby photos, which so I spawned a whole other problem to solve my initial problem. But it turned out to be a really great solution to this problem, and I was never forgetting coupons. And for the first time in my life, I was being a good coupon. And people began to ask me in line, what's that app? If it wasn't an app at that point, it was still a camera roll, and then eventually it was Evernote, and baby photo things started happening. But eventually I began to think, well, what if I built an app for this use case? What if it actually was an app? So I applied to a startup accelerator called Dream It Ventures, where I began prototyping the app. My whole family got in on the action. Everybody sacrificed, even my little guy Charlie. Always finds his way into my presentations. And we began building the app, and eventually we launched it in May of this last year. It's called SnipSnap. You can download it, iPhone and Android. And we built some amazing features into the app. In addition to taking a photograph of the coupon, which is sort of like our killer feature, we scan all the text, images, logos, barcode, and give you a nice clean version you can redeem and store. We also created the ability for you to share coupons with your family and friends and search for coupons that have been shared. So we ended up creating a crowdsourced couponing community. And in a matter of weeks, we had built the biggest database of printed coupons in the known universe, which caught some people's attention, including Apple, which featured us on the front page of the App Store. Here's 100,000 downloads in a week. Of the app. And so we began scaling the business really rapidly, and so much so that we were even invited to talk at Technology Disrupt. That guy on the right, believe it or not, is actually camera. He's now a technology firm. But it was the guy in the middle, a guy named Stephen Messer, who really said something that stuck with us. He's like, you guys have the potential to be the Catalina for developers. Catalina, for anybody who doesn't know, is the company that issues you those coupons when you check out at the supermarket. Turns out we can do that same thing. We can give you a targeted coupon on the front end. So we can get into that coupon when you walk into the store. Targeted to you based on your past couponing history. So anyways, it's early days for SnipSnap. We're at 600,000 users right now, 10 million coupons snipped. And most importantly, we're helping people make sure they never forget their coupons at home and never end up on the couch.
Awesome.